Hello, my name is Bob Magina, and I have been building 1/35th scale military armor models for over 45 years. I have attended and competed in many local shows and in a number of national shows. At these shows, a number of occasions, I've been judging as well. Welcome to my armor model judging guidelines module. Before I begin the judging module, let's take care of a house cleaning issue. Please make sure that you have watched the first module in our judging series, which covers basics of judging. This is required in all categories of judging, irregardless of what the category is. And in my module, I will not be repeating the judging guidelines in that first module. Let's join our armor judging team at our local hobby show. Your team's been selected and assembled, and you now have a team leader, and you've been given a series of folders on various armor categories that your team will judge. For the armor category, I have picked the folder Armor Pre-1946, 159th and larger, Allied. So with that, now let's get judging. Now that we're getting ready to judge, let's take a look at the category. First off, as a judge, you need to know your category, which means what are you judging? Are you judging tanks? Are you judging soft skin? You need to know what it is. You need to ensure that all the entries in the category meet the requirements of the category. What scale? What type of vehicle? What era, as examples. Next, you need to address multiple entries in the category by one modeler. There are no sweeps allowed, mostly in the shows, and if a modeler has entered 3 or 4 models, you need to pick the best one, and that's the one that gets judged. You have to recuse yourself if you happen to be entered in this particular category your team is judging. Let the team leader know as early as possible so that he can find a replacement for you as judge for that one category. And finally, please review all the documentation, if any has been provided by the modeler, as information for the judges. Now we're going to cover armor judging basics. We'll be talking about fit and function. We'll be talking about finish, painting, decals, and technical aspects. We're going to first discuss fit and function. Now, fit and function you're going to use as a judge to determine how well the model has been assembled and finished. You look at things like tracks and tires. Are they perpendicular to the model? You're going to look at things like the tracks. Are they going in the correct direction? Are there any broken or missing parts or misaligned parts? Ultimately, what you're looking at is how well the model was built, and if it was, then it obviously should score higher in your judging. The next item you're going to look at is finish. What you want to make sure that there are no gaps or seams, mold lines left, and you don't want to see things like fingerprints or glue marks or sinkholes, pin ejection marks, putty marks. In essence, you're looking to make sure that the modeler did the best he could or she could in building this model. Painting is the next item. Painting, you're looking to determine, again, as in the previous slide, how well was this particular phase of the model building done. You want to make sure there are no paint drips, orange peel, fingerprints, or dust and debris in the paint. It's very important for a good finished model to have a good paint job. Decals. Decals are as important to the model as painting. You want to make sure that the decals there's no silvering, and that they lay on the model the way they should, and that nothing has been put in the wrong place. Ultimately, it goes to the finish of the model and how well it will do in the scoring for the judging. Technical aspects. Technical aspects, basically, if you look at it this way, none of us knows everything there is to know about any given subject in the modeling world. We don't. And I think we need to make sure that we all understand that when we're judging. If the modeler has done something on the model that you as a judge question as it being accurate, was it really on that particular kind of a vehicle when that vehicle existed? Was it painted that shade of color? Whatever it is that the model has done that you're questioning its authenticity or its accuracy, you need to get the modeler to come to the team, to your judging team, and explain what they did and why they did it, so that you can then determine whether or not you agree. When in doubt, you need to defer to the modeler. If the modeler says they had a reference and it showed it this way, then you defer to them. Not that you say you know better because you know all there is to know about the particular subject at hand. None of us do. So you need to keep it in mind and be open-minded about what it is you're looking at in the judging process. Extra details. Extra details could be additional pieces that the modeler has added to the model or scratch built to the model. The only time you would use those is to differentiate between two models as a tiebreaker. Presentation. Presentation is, did the builder put the model on a base? Is there groundwork? Did he add figures to the model? Those kinds of things. It's how he presents the model to the attendees at the show and to the judging team. Now remember, if you're judging a vehicle category, such as we picked armor, the only thing you can judge as a judge is the model itself. You cannot judge the base or the figures unless you have the case where you've got two models in a tie and you need to break that tie. Conversions and scratch builds should be not in your category. They should be put into a conversion scratch category should the show have it. If they do not, then you need to judge them, and those would bring extra points in the judging as extra effort by the modeler. Judging forms. Ensure that all the paperwork with the model is accurate, that it's completely filled out by the modeler. Make sure that all the forms that you have as a judge, you fill them out correctly, that they are in the correct folder that for the category you're judging. Double check that you have all the forms you're required to have to do the judging. Ensure that all your judging categories are completed. Turn in the folders to the head judge when you're done, and be sure that you and the rest of the judges have signed all the appropriate forms. Well, there you have it. Congratulations. You've completed the basics of judging armor. Judging armor, or for that matter, any genre of model building, should never be feared or avoided. It can be enjoyable and a learning opportunity. If you are new to the hobby, or if you're a long-timer in the hobby, you have the opportunity to learn more things out there in the modeling world. Further, you can learn about competition and learn what judges actually look for in judging models. Whether you're an old guy or a new guy, you can benefit from the experience. So, I would again tell you that you've been given a great opportunity as a judge. Enjoy that opportunity and benefit from that opportunity in your model building. Thank you.